So Trump issues a travel ban for 12 countries and 8 of those are African, and today we're going to discuss why. My name is Ambassador Tim Ford Jr. of the African Union AUCS, and I've been living over in East Africa, Tanzania for almost 5 years now, and I help my people invest, rebuild, and return over to the continent of Africa and build generational wealth through real estate. But today, we're going to discuss the travel ban that Trump has put in place for 8 African countries over here on the continent of Africa. So let's go. So President Trump of the United States of America signed a proclamation this Wednesday banning travel for 12 different countries, and 8 of these countries are African. And he also put restrictions on 7 different countries, and 3 of those countries are African as well. Now, Trump said the measures will help to protect America from dangerous foreign actors. Now, the 8 African countries that he banned are these: Sudan, Somalia, Libya, Eritrea, Equatorial Guinea, Republic of the Congo, Chad, and Haiti. Now, Haiti isn't technically on the continent of Africa, but many of our descendants are over in Haiti, so we're just going to put Haiti on this list, all right? And the 3 countries that have restrictions are Burundi, Togo, and Sierra Leone. So what does this actually mean that these countries have travel bans put on them? This means that the citizens from those particular countries will face complete suspension of immigrant and non-immigrant visas. And the citizens from the partially restricted countries will no longer be able to apply for immigrant visas or non-immigrant temporary visas covering permanent immigration, student visas, and tourism visas. But they still can apply for temporary visas at this moment. Now, this ban applies to those particular countries whose citizens are outside of the U.S. right now, and they do not have the visas in place at the time of this proclamation going into order. But if they already have their visas and they're already within the country and they have good status and green cards and those type of things, technically they are okay right now. But how long would that actually last though? But before I go any further, I have a quick request real quick. So I've been looking at my analytics and learning the background and seeing what's going on behind the scenes to help this YouTube channel grow. And I've noticed that 89% of the people who watch my content aren't subscribed to the channel. So y'all do me a favor real quick. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It helps us to reach more people and show them that people are interacting with this content, and we will be able to reach more of the diaspora so that we can help them get this information that they need to get about what's really going on the continent of Africa, and they can see some of the real estate opportunities that's going on over here. All right, so if you appreciate the content, if you love what we're doing, hit the subscribe button real quick so that we can grow to the next level. All right, thank you. Now let's get back to the story. So the big question is, how many people will this travel ban really affect? Now, in 2023, citizens from the banned 12 countries accounted for about 50,000 of the green cards granted in 2023. And 62,000 were for visas for work, study, and travel. So that's 112,000 different people from those particular banned countries. And for the partially banned countries, they issued about 45,000 green cards to those countries and 69,000 visas for work, travel, and study. Now together, that's more than 226,500 different people, but that's not including their family who will be affected by this move as well. So there's people who come over here who have these plans, who have these dreams, who have these aspirations of going over to America and being with their parent or being with their grandparent and building something within that environment. And these type of travel bans and these type of moves that's being put in place will sort of scare a lot of people from taking that leap and not going over into that environment. And ultimately, that's his main goal anyway. They don't want new people to come in if you're not able to pay, if you're not able to really help that country move forward. They really don't want people in there anyway. So that's one of the main reasons why they're putting these type of travel bans and things in place. But even though our people love to go over there and take that chance and take the opportunity of going over to America and think that that's the best place to be and where we should go, we as a people, African Americans, black people from the States, we know the reality of what's going on over there. We always try to tell our people and enlighten them and let them know about what's really going on. But these type of things are starting to show people the truth and give them the reality of what's really, really going on. We don't have to continue to keep looking over to the Western world to feel like we need to do something, to feel like we have to be a part of their society in order to build something. We have everything we need over here on the continent of Africa right now, so we could just stay here on the continent and build what we need to build and grow to what we need to do as a people, instead of continuing to run over there and give our talents and give our gifts to a system that do not really appreciate what we're bringing to the table. If you're watching our content, you're probably interested in coming over to the continent of Africa, where you're in luck. I have a free document that gives you everything you need to know in order to have a solid foundation so that you come over here successfully. All you have to do is sign up to our newsletter at our website, and you'll be sent that document directly to your inbox. And also, we have a free course that gives you everything you need to know so that when you decide to come over here, you have everything you need so that you can be good to get started. And we offer Swahili courses as well for those who are interested. If you want to be well-rounded and speak the language of Swahili so that you can come over here and be competent and handle your business properly, join us in our self-paced Swahili course as well. And we also offer consultations for those who are interested. I will sit on the phone with you and answer all the questions that you have to make sure that you and your family know everything you guys need to know so that y'all can make a smooth transition over here to the continent of Africa. And last, but certainly not least, we have a membership community of like-minded individuals who are working together and coming over here to the continent of Africa to hold each other accountable and build alongside one another. So if you're interested in joining our community or taking advantage of any other resources that we have for you guys, make sure you just click the link in the description box and join us at our website, and we got you, all right? Since we're here, got to show y'all some of the products real quick.
This natural body baby. Natural body.
Yeah, natural product.
Natural body.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah, come closer. Come.
Baby.
Busy Beachy.
Baby. Karibu.
And also, if you're interested in getting an herbal consultation to learn traditional methods and ways to help you overcome any illness or sickness you've been dealing with, click the link in the description box and sign up for our herbal consultations now, and my beautiful wife got you. And also, if you're interested in learning how to make herbal products and learning the traditional methods to foster in healing from different diseases, and also how to set up FDA GMP compliant herbal businesses, join us in our FordsHerbal Medicine Academy, where my beautiful wife, licensed herbal practitioner and student midwife, will teach you how to do everything in order to set up your business properly and learn how to make your products properly. So join us if you're interested. Karibu.
So we keep seeing how they feel. They keep showing us how they feel about us as African people, and they keep putting these bans in place, putting these sanctions in place, and President Trump is continuing to disrespect many of the African countries with the headlines that he's making. And we saw recently what he did to the South African president while he was over there in the Oval Office. So we seeing how he feels. We're seeing what we should be doing, but our people are still not taking advantage of the times. I'm going to take that back. Our people are taking advantage of the time. We have a lot of leaders standing up. We have a lot of leaders stepping up, and more of the people on the ground are beginning to sound the alarm, sound their voices, and speak about what's really going on and how we're being affected and what we can really do if we move strategically during these times. So we keep seeing how they feel. So let's stop running over there. Let's get out of there. If we have the option, if we have the ability, if we have the means to put ourselves on the continent of Africa and be here on this soil, able to build with our people, why not take advantage of that? Why not take that leap of faith and come back over here and get connected with people who really want you over here to build with them? The society over there in America needs someone at the bottom so that it continuously thrive and continuously move the way that it's been moving this entire time. So if you want to continue to be a hamster in the rat race to continue to make that country thrive, then hey, by all means, take that chance and go over there. But I don't recommend it. I recommend our people stay over here on the continent of Africa. Try to build something. Try to do something. Try to connect with our people that's already here, that's already on the ground, that already have the mindset that we're looking for. Yes, it's tough. Yes, it's a daunting task, but we have all we need in order to build over here on the continent of Africa. You feel me? Do you understand? We have all the minerals. We have all the people. We have all the mentalities that's needed, but we just have to tap into those and not be afraid of doing something different. A lot of our people are afraid to stand up to the West, afraid to stand up for themselves because of how history has shown and how they've done things in the past. But hey, we still have to be bold and take these risks. We still have to be bold for our families, and we still have to be bold and take the chance of us doing something different so that we can build over here on the continent of Africa. We have to move with wisdom. We have to understand that we have the opportunity and the tools and God on our side to be able to build and do something so that we can lock arms with everything that we have within us and around us to build what we want to build as a people. And as we're doing this, we have to understand that it's gonna be scary. It's gonna be daunting. There are gonna be Judases amongst us that try and tear it down. They're trying to report to the West. They're trying to tear down what we're doing in order to do something selfishly for themselves. But that doesn't stop us. That shouldn't stop us. That shouldn't deter us from going and doing what God told us to do. This is on an ordained time. This is an ordained mission. This is an ordained moment for something to change, for something to happen. So we have to get into position. We have to use our gifts. We have to use our talents. We have to use what we know over here on the continent of Africa to bring the continent of Africa up to another level. We see that a lot of the other nations are looking over here. Even while Trump is banning some travel to different countries, they're investing in different countries. They're also still trying to strengthen ties with a lot of different countries that they have over here. So while they're writing some of the negative imagery on their platforms, on their media outlets about Africa, they understand that Africa is next. They understand that they still should make strategic investments. They should still have military presence over here. They're still over here trying to do certain things, but they want to put travel bans and make Africa look like this bad place so that more people won't look into it. This is a common thing that they do. This is a part of their game. This is a part of their tactics as a country. We've seen this several times before. So that's why I'm grateful that there's many of us on the ground over here. We are able to give the real stories about what's really going on the ground over here on the continent of Africa through these platforms on YouTube, through Instagram, and through any platform that we've built on. We can tell the truth about what's really going on the ground and give our people the reality of what's really happening and what we can really do if we decide to come over here and connect with our people. For the longest, we haven't been able to have these different conversations because we were blind to what was really going on the ground. So now that we're here, now that we're able to really see what's really going on the ground and have these different conversations with our different brothers and sisters in different countries, then hey, we have to move accordingly and connect and understand that, hey, we don't need to keep running over there, and we don't have to believe everything that they paint on their TVs, on their stations, on their news outlets. We have to look at independent resources, independent people who are on the ground, who look like us, who have our best interests at heart, and who are trying to bring the right news forward. There's a lot of lying on the internet. There's a lot of faking. There's a lot of people pretending to be over here, and they're using AI software in order to spread different stories and do different things. But the truth of the matter is we need the real people who are on the ground having these conversations, rubbing shoulders, talking to people to bring forth what's really going on. Because if you just go based off of what their media outlets are saying, that will have you thinking and seeing the wrong thing, and you'll have the wrong perspective about what's really going on the ground over here. So guys, we have to take a stance. We have to be bold, and we have to trust our brothers and sisters who are here on the ground doing the work for us. We have to make sure that we connect with our brothers and sisters who are doing this work for us to bring forth this right information, to bring forth these things that will highlight our people and elevate our people at the same time. It's a fearful thing, I know, for some of our people, but somebody got to do it. And it's my hope, with me continuing to take these bold risks, with more of us continue to take these bold risks, that more of our people outside of this will continuously take these bold risks so that we don't have to worry about the travel bans that's being put in place and worry about these different restrictions that's being put in place because people feel arrogant about what they have. Because the truth of the matter is, the world needs Africa. Africa doesn't need to run anywhere else. Africa is the only continent that doesn't have to import anything. Everything is already within Africa that we need. So all we have to do is just put our minds together, put our resources together, put our bodies together, and do the work that needs to be done. Now it's doable, but you just got to be bold and take the risk and continue to go down the path that God put you on while you're doing something. Even though it gets dark, even though it gets daunting, even though you don't really understand where you're going sometimes, you still have to trust their journey and trust their process, all right? Now, I'm interested to hear what you guys think about what's going on. What you think about the travel ban that President Trump put in place? Do you think it's going to be disrespectful? Do you think our people are going to not do anything about it? Do you think they're still going to try to beg to go over there? Or do you think we should just try to come over here as a people and stay on the continent of Africa? What you think? Let me know in the comment box. I'm always excited to hear what you guys think. And also, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. If it's on the continent of Africa, please let me know which country it is. And if it's in the United States of America, let me know which state you're tuning in from. I always like to see where we're connecting from and where the diaspora pulling up from, so we can talk about the different things that's going on and have real dialogue about what's going on the ground over here. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button so you can stay tuned to the journey, and you will help us reach more people to get this message out so that they can see what's going on the continent of Africa and get the real estate opportunities over here on the ground. And if you want to support us in any kind of way, we have CashApp, PayPal, and Patreon down in the description box. We appreciate any love, support, or donation that's sent our way so that we can continue to push this content forward from the continent of Africa and show people what's really going on. So if you're interested in supporting us, please click the links in the description box and you'll see them down there, all right? And if you ever sent a donation, a comment, a text, a well wish, any prayer, any support that's been sent our way, we're grateful for it, and we don't take it for granted that anyone has shown us love on this journey, so we appreciate it all. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you for your time, thank you for your attention, and I hope this video was able to bring you some value and you see what's really going on the continent of Africa, and you understand what these travel bans mean and how we can move forward as a people, all right? Now, if you made it to the end, thank you again for your time. Stay safe out there, and don't let these people take your shalom peace, all right? Y'all stay focused. Shalom.